Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Today's video is going to be all about my perfume collection. Now before we start this video, I would like to say a couple of things. The first one is that I am no expert when it comes to perfume. I just like what I like from a consumer's point of view. And the second thing that I would like to clarify is that I have quite a small and curated perfume collection. So you may wonder, oh Louisa, you have like 4 or 5 perfumes, why would you even bother making a perfume collection video? The reason being is that I know that perfume tends to be quite a popular Christmas present, so I know that a lot of you guys decide to gift a perfume as a Christmas present to your friends or loved ones. And I'm hoping with this video to give you a little bit of inspiration of what there is out there, and I'm just gonna talk to you about the things I like and what I'm looking for or what I'm not looking for when it comes to a perfume. So get comfortable, maybe grab a cup of tea or coffee and let's get through this. Now the perfume I would like to start with is my sexy perfume. So it's the perfume that I wear when I go out, which believe me is not that often. It's a perfume that I like to wear when I go clubbing or when I go to restaurants, and it's a nighttime perfume, and I would say it's more of a winter perfume if you wish. And I'm talking about no other than the Tom Ford Black Orchid. Now this is one of the most affordable perfumes that Tom Ford does. I know that his exclusive line retails from £300 to £400. Fun fact about this perfume is that when it first launched, it launched as women's perfume, and I remember very clearly that Cara Delevingne was the person advertising this perfume and she was in all the visuals. But I think a sales associate told me that 99% of the people buying this perfume are men. So I know this is a much more popular perfume amongst men than it is amongst women. So they had to re-promote this perfume, and it's now considered a unisex perfume. So you will find this in both women's and men's counters. So the reason I mention this is because it will make an equally beautiful present to both women and men. Back to the perfume, I have to say that I really like the sleek packaging of this perfume. I really like the simplicity, and I like the black with the gold combination. I think it makes it very classy and very elegant. Now when it comes to the perfume itself, I have to say that this is quite a sweet perfume. It's very creamy. It's definitely not a sour perfume. It has obviously the notes of the black orchid, as the name would suggest, but it also, I can smell notes of vanilla, tobacco, coffee, and I think out of all the perfumes that I'm going to show you, this is by far the perfume that changes the most. So when you apply it on, it will smell completely different of how it will smell 2 hours down the line and how it will smell 4 hours down the line. So it's a perfume that changes quite a bit. This is a perfume with great trajectory, so it's a perfume that other people will be able to smell from afar. But also I would say it's again the perfume out of my collection that it has the strongest and greatest lasting power. So this is the perfume that I would spray before I go out, and then if it goes to my scarf or to my coat, I will be smelling it the next day or even the day after that. It's a quite mysterious perfume, that's how I would describe it, and sometimes I swear when I spritz it on I can definitely smell the coffee, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can definitely smell the coffee, and there are other times that I'm like, there's definitely not coffee in here. So I don't know, I think it develops quite a bit, and as I say, it's a perfume that changes throughout the day, throughout the time that you wear it. It has a little bit of vetiver in it, and I am someone that really likes vetiver, but it's definitely not one of the most prominent scents in this perfume. Now the next perfume I would like to mention is La Petite Robe Noire by Guerlain. Now, Guerlain is one of the oldest perfume houses in Europe, if not one of the oldest perfume houses in the world. And I have to say, I have not a love-hate relationship with this perfume, but it's a perfume that I really get into and I wear for really long periods, and then there is other times that I really get put off by it and I don't wear it for like a whole year. At this time of year and this period in my life, I'm really into it. I know that Guerlain has brought out a lot of La Petite Robe Noire versions. I think this is the original one and it's the one that is my favorite and the one I gravitate the most towards too. This is again a very sweet perfume, very girly. So if we like assume that the Tom Ford Black Orchid one is considered to be like a unisex perfume, I would say that this is more of a female fragrance. Okay, I have this thing where I don't believe that scents have genders. I really believe that a scent is a scent, like why a scent should have a gender. But if I close my eyes, I would much more think of a woman wearing this perfume rather than a man. That's what I mean when I say this is much more of a female fragrance. As I said, it's very sweet. It's almost like intoxicating in a way. It smells, the original one, it smells of cherries, and it's again a quite sweet but deep kind of perfume. That's how I would describe it. Again, very creamy. Again, a perfume with quite a bit of a trajectory. In me, it lasts for quite a while. I would say similar to the Tom Ford Black Orchid, maybe a little bit less, but it's definitely is a perfume with a great lasting powder. I also have a smaller bottle of this, like a tiny, like almost sample bottle of this that I always keep in my handbag in case I want to top up my perfume when I'm on the go. As I said before, because it is my wedding perfume, I always, no matter whether I'm wearing it or not wearing it, I always keep a bottle of it by my vanity because it has a sentimental meaning to me, and whenever I smell it, it always takes me back to that special day of my life. I would say that definitely this is much more of a winter perfume rather than a summer perfume, just because it's very warm and very sweet. I think it will be quite heady in the summer. Definitely if you're passing by a Guerlain counter, go and give La Petite Robe Noire a go, because I would say it's one of the most iconic perfumes that Guerlain does. Now, the third fragrance that I would like to recommend, I don't have the whole bottle of it because I used it up. I have a small handbag size sample, and it's no other than the Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez. Now, this perfume I absolutely love. I think this is one of the most universally accepted scents. It's very flowery. I think it's a scent that 9 out of 10 people would like. It's not dividing in any sense, and I think it's a perfume that you can wear equally in the summer and winter. I'm just gonna put some of it on because this is how much I like it. Funny story about this. My mom was looking for a perfume and she was saying to me one day, oh, do you know of any perfume that you think you could recommend me? And I said, you know what, why don't you go out and try Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez? So we went together and she loved it. She absolutely loved it. So she actually ended up buying the perfume. And then I also liked it so much on her, and I decided to buy it for myself. So when I was flying back from Athens, I bought it from the duty-free in the airport. So both my mom and myself were wearing the same perfume. This is not as sweet as the other two. It's not sour, but it's not sweet either. And I think this is a perfume that just makes me happy every time I smell it. And I really like Narciso Rodriguez perfumes in general. My mom has now bought another perfume by the brand. She has bought the Poudre, which is the newest kind of perfume that they brought out. This is an exceptional perfume as well. The good thing with the Narciso Rodriguez perfumes is that they are quite affordable because they belong in that kind of more mainstream perfumes as well, the same as the La Petite Robe Noire from Guerlain one. They're quite mainstream, they don't break the bank, but they're not one of these perfumes that, you know, everybody wears, you know what I mean? So I would 110% recommend the Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez. It's a beautiful, beautiful perfume to buy either for yourself or for a present. And the packaging is like really minimalist and beautiful. It's like white with a pink lid. It's beautiful. So go and give it a go if you can. The next perfume I would like to talk to you about is probably the most expensive one out of all the perfumes in my collection, and I would say is the most niche perfume if you wish. So if we assume that the Guerlain or the Tom Ford or the Narciso Rodriguez are more mainstream perfumes that you can buy in many places, I would say that the next one is a little bit more niche, although having said that, this perfume has won ridiculous amount of popularity over the years, so I don't know, maybe it is considered a mainstream perfume nowadays. The perfume I'm talking about is the Byredo Bol d'Afrique one. I've done a whole dedicated video about this perfume, so I'm gonna link it in the screen right now, so after this video you can go and have a look. Apologies for this, guys, my camera literally just stopped recording and I don't know at what point exactly it cut me off. So what I was saying is that Byredo is a Swedish perfume house and you can get your hands on Byredo here in the UK through Space NK, Liberty and Selfridges. At least that is the three places I know they stock Byredo. So the perfume I have here is the Bol d'Afrique one. And this is a very sweet, again, warm perfume, very, again, daytime appropriate, very easy to wear at work. It has vetiver in it, and I think it's a beautiful perfume to wear all year round, but ideally in the spring and summer. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful perfume to wear. This retails for £142, which is quite a steep price point, but it's totally worth it. I would say this is a very unique perfume, but I have to warn you, out of all the perfumes I talked so far, this has the least staying power, and it doesn't have a very strong trajectory, so you know, it's not like you're gonna spray it on yourself and people will be able to smell you from across the room. It's one of these perfumes that, you know, other people need to be quite close to you to get this perfume. But personally, I don't wear a perfume for this reason. I don't wear a perfume just so other people can smell me. I like to smell the perfume myself. So if you are someone like me, go and give Bol d'Afrique one a go. It's a beautiful all year round perfume, but I would say ideal for the spring and summer. Now the fifth and final perfume that I would like to mention, you guys, is again another perfume that I've talked about a lot on my channel, but what can I do? I just love it. And it's no other than the Bronze Goddess perfume by Estée Lauder. Now this perfume is one that Estée Lauder brings out every single year for the last, I don't even know how many years. It's a cult classic, I would say. Every year Estée Lauder will rebottle it and bring it out in a completely different packaging, but essentially is the exact same perfume. So this is the packaging, not from this year but the year before, so I think it's the packaging of 2016, and this is my #1 go-to summer perfume. I know I just said that the Bol d'Afrique one is a really nice perfume to wear throughout the summer, but if you're looking for a true summer scent, look no further than the Bronze Goddess. I mean, even the name Bronze Goddess, I mean, this smells incredible. This smells something between sunscreen, coconuts and sea salt, if that makes any sense. So since this is a cult classic, I know that this is a perfume that a lot of people wear. But what can I say? I absolutely love this perfume. Again, it's very sweet and warm. Sometimes I feel like it has a little bit of honey notes in it. I'm not sure. I'm just probably making this up. But it's beautiful, and I have to say, out of all the 5 perfumes that I've shown you, this one is the one that gets me the most compliments. The only negative thing that I would say about this perfume, and I don't even consider it to be a negative thing, but the only downside with this perfume is that this scent is so summery that I would say is limiting you of wearing it just for that season. I couldn't imagine anybody wearing it all year round. But if you live somewhere like in Australia or New Zealand or anywhere that, you know, you're experiencing summer at the time being, I would definitely recommend to go and give this one a go, as this is beautiful, and I think it's definitely one of these perfumes that I'll keep buying time and time again, just because, I mean, I love it. So that is everything from me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my perfume collection, and I really hope you got a little bit of inspiration when it comes to perfume, maybe some potential gift ideas, who knows. If you like this video, as always, don't forget to give it a good old thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below, as I upload a brand new video every single week. That is everything from me. Bye, you guys, for now.